And we're back. Can you guys hear us?
I think it's back a clock.
Is it back? I looked at my wrist. That is definitely not visible to the audience. And it sure said it was back a clock.
Yeah,
Which side of your wrist did you look at?
I don't need to answer these questions.
Well, I mean, did you look at the front of your wrist to figure out that it was back a clock?
Some people wear their watches like that. Those are called freaks.
Some people are wrong.
Yeah, that's...
Ew.
Ew.
So hello, we're back here with...
One of my watches is kind of big, and it'll sometimes fall to the front, and people think I actually wear my watch like that, and I'm...
Yeah, like some kind of monster.
Yeah.
You need to wear a shirt that says, "This isn't how I wear my watch. It's an accident."
I promise.
Or carry a sign.
So we're back. We got Ian and Nathan and me and Spencer. Spencer and I are here on the couch. Nathan and Ian are calling in. We got Cricket making her mono bug run. Getting ready to take the ground or the ghost gem challenge.
Mm-hmm.
We were looking during the preview there. We were looking at people's summaries, and I think we're pretty good. We got a lot of dark moves. Shelob's got crunch. Frostmom is just a horrible monster. It's just going to crush anything. Dr. Murder's going to bite things to death. Does Dr. Murder get crunch?
Yes, I believe so.
Surely she does.
But I didn't carry crunch on my set of Scorch, but that was mostly just because I had other moves, like Power Whip.
Well, yeah, eventually we're going to get Power Whip. But for now, we got what we got.
Yeah.
Lil Bean has Brutal Swing, which I forgot. This is going to be like 60 base power, dark move is going to be fine for this point.
It'll be steel, right?
Lil Bean is steel.
Yeah.
Which steel doesn't resist ghost anymore.
Oh, god damn it, I forgot.
Captain Sparky and Shuckleberry are the only thing that don't have a super effective move. So I think we're probably pretty good. Captain Sparky does have almost perfectly accurate thunder. So
yeah, they're like mad accurate.
What?
It's going to be mad accurate.
Yeah. I think we're probably ready.
Can anybody learn?
Did you?
Like
okay, hold on. Look at Ball Guy when you walk in and watch him register you.
Enemy spotted.
Oh.
Target acquired.
Oh no. I had never noticed that until just now. And it is. Oh. So I have been a proponent of Ball Guy. This may have changed my mind. I may be leaning more towards Monster. I may be leaning more towards Monster now.
He is so stanced up. Like, you can tell by the way he holds his arms out. Like, no actual human being holds their arms like that.
You may be onto something.
Do you think
no
it's a ditto?
human being.
Oh God, is it a ditto?
It could be a ditto.
Oh.
I mean, human, but not quite. Right?
Like, look at the way his arms are. Like, his chest is popped out at a weird angle. Like,
Dittos can canonically turn into humans in game.
Yeah.
And we can't tell because he's wearing the mask over what would be the stupid Ditto face.
Yeah.
I need to clarify. I'm not calling the Ditto face stupid. Like it's dumb. I'm calling it like it projects stupidity.
Well, yeah, it's a stupid face. It's stupid.
In game canon, the Ditto face is only anime canon.
I thought the Ditto face would only apply to that one specific Ditto.
You may be right. In the game, Dittos can perfectly recreate whatever they're transforming into.
Yeah.
Including humans. There's an entire side quest about it in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Okay.
to police officers, that's incredibly just dangerous that Pokemon can do that.
But and what I mean again by it kind of being like a dumb face, in my head, Ditto's just a dumb bitch, and he's thriving. He
living his best life.
Ditto is pure of heart, dumb of ass.
Does Droidcraft have that Ditto episode on VHS, or does Ditto Craft have that episode on VHS?
Dum dum dum.
I don't want to think about that. I talked to him last night. What if it was a Ditto the entire time?
So, Ghosties.
Ghosties.
Rusty's about to get grabbed by the ghoulies.
Don't say that. Don't say it like that.
I was rearranging chat a little bit so I could see it better.
Coat of paint.
I told you it's just a ghost reskin.
Oh, the Sinistea cup. That's cute. This is the better version.
You're right.
Shield I agree. Is the better version. For this gym and the Sirchester gym are both better in Shield.
I don't remember the cart thingy being based on any particular Pokemon in Sword. I may have just missed it.
If Sword had Galarian, Farfetch'd, and Sirfetch'd, it would just be the best version.
I think Sword does have Galarian Farfetch'd.
Sorry, if Shield had it, then Shield would just be the best version. The two gyms are better in this game, but it doesn't have Farfetch'd, is what I'm trying to say.
They cut some of the roster, but Punkaboo made it, huh? Okay.
Punkaboo.
Yeah. All right. Whatever.
All 4 forms of him made it.
Yeah. Yes, they did.
I like Punkaboo.
I like him too.
Punkaboo's good.
Fat little butt. Look at him.
I actually really like him.
It's a really solid execution of how do we merge grass and ghost type.
No, it does it really well, and I actually like it for that. But that's one of the Pokemon that we didn't decide to cut.
Yep.
All right.
What kind of gets me? Yeah, is they picked both grass ghost Pokemon from Gen 6 to put it. Both grass ghost Pokemon from Gen 6 that require an evolution trade to evolve. Both of those got it.
Well, they're so
I really like Trevenant though. Trevenant
Trevenant looks cool.
Yeah, Trevenant was one of those I see you. That's a cool ass design.
Yep.
Not necessarily a good Pokemon, but it's a cool ass design.
It's fine.
Okay, hear me out. What other Pokemon would fit on an all cryptid team? You've got Trevenant. You've got Abomasnow.
You said cryptid?
Yes.
Lapras, because it's Nessie.
Lapras is Nessie. So that's a pretty solid team already, yeah?
Lycanroc.
Yeah, you get Lycanroc for being werewolves.
I'm not sure trade evolutions universally suck.
It's inconvenient.
It is definitely inconvenient.
Yeah.
I think they go exactly for what Game Freak and Nintendo want them to go for.
Yep.
They want these to be social games you play with your friends.
Yeah. Do yokai count as cryptids? Because then you get a lot more Pokemon.
Yokai?
Yes.
Yokai are like Japanese.
Monsters from Japanese folklore.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, then that's almost all of them.
Yeah.
I'm talking... There are a lot of monsters from Japanese folklore that I wouldn't consider cryptids. There's a difference, right?
Yeah, I don't know if there's like a universally accepted definition of what is and isn't a cryptid. You could put Sableye in because it's based on the Hopkinsville Goblin.
See, Sableye in there would be kind of cool. Like,
see, like Ninetales is definitely like a Japanese legendary spirit.
It is. It's a kitsune.
Yeah, it's a kitsune,
which is I think a yokai.
Yeah,
but I would not. Yeah, I wouldn't call it a cryptid.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, a cryptid has to be a local legend.
It has to have like real like sightings and a range of its own, like a real animal.
Does Ursaring count as Bigfoot?
Ursaring's a bear.
Ursaring's a moon bear.
You're right. Ursaring's a moon bear, so not a cryptid.
Like, it's got Ursa in the name. It's a bear.
Yeah. So we've really only got those 3 cryptids. And Trevenant is kind of a washy one anyway.
It's a spooky tree. I mean, there are spooky trees, right? I mean, a lot of towns have spooky trees.
Right, but there's not like a specific legend like Chupacabra.
Yeah.
Rusty, you could use Frostmoth because Mothman.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, that's a fair trade. I'll trade Trevenant for Frostmoth.
You might argue LGM and BHM because they're based on little green men and bug-eyed monsters, respectively.
Absolutely. Although I don't know if I want them on any team.
You gotta go to the big one.
Yep.
You done fuggled up.
What's it like to be bad at this game, Rusty?
Okay, calm down, mister. You spent 5 minutes in that pit on stream.
I did spend a lot of minutes in that pit. That pit did get me. I like his little spermy badge.
Oh, I wish you hadn't said that.
So I had noticed it definitely, but I wasn't gonna say it. But then Nathan decided that was a thing that he needed to say in front of the entire goddamn internet.
Well, I did. And I'm gonna stand by
Clefable is an alien, but there's also the theory that all Pokemon are aliens, so I don't know.
Yeah, there are a lot of alien Pokemon. As a matter of fact, I think LGM and BHM are the most alien Pokemon. They're like based off of like literally like the Roswell type of aliens.
Right.
I would say Ralts is also alien-like.
Deoxys, I'll say it.
Yeah, Deoxys.
And Clefairy came from the moon.
Yeah, would you call... okay, so say we find life on the moon. Would you call it alien life?
Yes.
I would definitely call it extraterrestrial.
Yes. Because it is outside the Earth's biozone and outside the Earth's atmosphere. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I had another one.
I know, I just feel like the moon is ours in a way that Mars isn't.
Yes, but it is absolutely unaffected by the zone in the Earth that contains the life.
The moon is very far away. You could fit every other planet in the solar system in the space between the Earth and the moon.
Yeah.
And have many thousands of miles to spare. Depending on how far away the moon is. Yeah, it's far. I had another one. I was gonna say it, and I forget. Tangrowth could be swamp, like the swamp monster.
Absolutely, yes. Tangrowth is Swamp Thing. So that is that I would count that as a cryptid.
Cyclops?
Yeah. That's more of a
that's more of a legend, yeah.
Well, so Dusclops is not. Well, yes, the Cyclops part of it, but Dusclops really his thing is he eats children's souls.
Well, the Duskull line is roughly based off of the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
But it's also based off of Cyclopses. It draws on like Mexican Day of the Dead skull motifs. There's a lot of stuff going in it. It's kind of wrapped like a mummy.
Yeah.
So there are
Yeah.
a lot of.
Okay, Droidcraft. I would count Drowsy as a cryptid because it's a much more like localized legend in Japanese mythology.
Oh.
Localized to locations in a way that their yokai are not.
Yeah.
Well, it's localized to places that have tapers in them.
Yeah.
If you're really looking for local, then you want little yellow guy with the wings and the drill.
Beedrill?
I assume you're not talking about Beedrill.
No, not Beedrill.
The bee guy with the drills. What is his name?
The snake. Shoot. I know it.
Dunsparce?
Yeah, Dunsparce.
That is Droidcraft helping you out.
Yeah, Dunsparce. It's based off of a local cryptid that is just literally a fat snake with wings.
I'm into that one. I would take that one.
Thank you, Droidcraft. I forgot the name. So yeah, you can do a lot of stuff.
I like this kind of cryptid-themed team we're kind of building here.
I don't. There's like 6 dark types and 4 ice types and Dunsparce.
You could pick Zapdos because it's based off of the Native American Thunderbird.
Yeah.
Well, you can also do Ho because it's a phoenix.
It is.
Well, I'm the way we have defined it. I don't know if the Thunderbird is a cryptid in the same sense because it's a Native American legend. Like there's no one
real animal. Yeah. It was supposed to.
Yeah, there's no one specific tribe that has the Thunderbird. Like there are a number of tribes that have that. Yeah. So and I was kind of.
Droidcraft, I think Tyranitar doesn't count because it's a third entity called a kaiju.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a cryptid or a yokai. So, everybody sound off with your favorite kaiju. I'll start Grape Ape.
Grape Ape?
Clifford the Big Red Dog.
I can't beat that one. I was just gonna go for...
Is that our next conversation? What does and doesn't count as a kaiju?
Listen,
Aaron Hansen has definitively talked about this subject at length.
I've always thought that Aaron's definition of a kaiju is stupid.
I mean, yeah. That's why I love it.
It's like anything that's bigger than normal is what he considers a kaiju, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're just... So, by that definition, Andre the Giant would be a kaiju.
Absolutely. Yes. Andre the Giant is absolutely
Pacific
a
Rim
kaiju.
3. Yes.
So, like, I've always kind of thought of kaiju more as, like, what role does it play in a story? It either has to be... it can be, like, either a pro or antagonist, but it has to be, like, outside the scale of a normal human. It's so large it's outside of the scale of a normal human.
I would go over Felt Stinger myself, but that's just me.
Yeah, I don't... Swords Dance is always good.
Yeah. Yeah, you want Swords Dance.
I know I want Swords Dance. And I think I like these other moves for coverage. The idea of Felt Stinger is really tempting.
Trying to do what Swords Dance does already. So.
Yeah, I think...
Yeah. Swords Dance is more consistent.
Yeah, it's going to do it better.
Yeah. So to address Droidcraft there, I don't ever look for a specific, like, it has to be, you must be X tall to be a kaiju, otherwise you can't get on the roller coaster. I think it really does have more to do with, like, its role in a story. There are people who say that, like, to be a kaiju, you have to be a Japanese story, and I don't know if I necessarily agree with that or not. I would consider someone like King Kong a kaiju.
Yeah.
But
I think King Kong is pretty commonly accepted a kaiju.
Yeah.
But Persona is really slow, right?
What's that?
Cursola's really slow, right?
He's not fast.
Yeah, it's kind of rooted to the ground. Yeah. But you're also very slow.
That's true. And he has cursed me. So this Swords Dance was bad. It's fine.
Well, he outsped you, so you were getting cursed in this no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Someone was getting cursed. Now, curse does a quarter of your damage.
Yep. And his Hex is going to hit really hard because his special attack is enormous.
Yep.
So you need to get out of there.
Yep.
You did it. You made him so sad. So
Yeah,
sad.
so... Yeah.
So, that begs the question, is a Dynamax Pokemon a Kaiju?
I would say yes.
I don't think so.
I mean, look at the culture surrounding them. They definitely have an outsized effect on their environment and their society. In the story, they have a huge role. So I would say they're kaiju.
I'm gonna say no, from the fact that it's not a permanent alteration. Like, if
Okay, time out. We gotta mimic you. It's fairy. It resists all our dark moves. So what are we doing? We've got a Frostmon that'll probably just outstat it.
It shouldn't resist your dark moves. The dark move should be neutral because it is also ghost.
Yeah. It is weak to ghost. It is weak to steel. It is weak to poison. So you have options.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to decide. Does Shelob still have Water Bubble? It got hit with the Yam Mask.
Yeah.
I've swapped it out so it should have it back.
Yes.
Yeah, if you switched out, then yeah.
Okay. I think Shelob is my big damage dealer.
I don't think you have to be permanently giant to be a kaiju.
Well, so the thing about the kaiju is I do think you have to be it's not saying permanently giant. I'm saying the form and the power you get from it is really truly what would make a kaiju. It might be a kaiju while it is Dynamaxed, but because...
So you're saying a Dynamax capable Pokemon isn't, but it is a kaiju when it's Dynamaxed?
Well, I'm saying that I think the argument is... so Dynamax is a very specific thing and can only happen at specific spots.
Yeah.
Right? So there are going to be times when that kaiju cannot do the thing that would give it the outsized proportion in the story. That could only happen at certain spots. So, and
it's not that it transforms that limits it. It's the limitation on the transformation that stops it from being a kaiju.
Right. I don't think it.
Well, you can think of it this way. It wouldn't be a kaiju if instead of Dynamaxing, your Pokemon turned Super Saiyan or something.
Yeah.
But it still had the same in-game effect.
Yeah.
Just the way they chose to, handle the literal changes that occur in game, the in-game explanation is they're gigantic.
Well, the in-game explanation is that it warps time and space, which is a little stupid, but okay. Yeah. But when you save the world in this game, spoiler alert, I guess, for whatever. But when Rose has released Eternatus or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yep.
And he has broken free from Leon's control, and he has Dynamaxed, and he has become a kaiju or an even bigger kaiju, depending on how you want to argue about it. You are not able to.
Oh, you survived.
My girl Shelob.
Yeah.
He's now at +2 attack, special attack.
Yeah. But when the world is at stake, your Pokemon cannot do the thing.
Yeah.
Right? You get assists. You get assist from a couple of awesome dogs, and you do it. But the Dynamax Pokemon cannot do that thing. Yeah. Right? No matter if.
So here's the question.
Yes.
He's probably going to just poison again, right?
Maybe.
I mean, that seems to be his.
He has used it twice.
He's done it twice.
Who's your fastest?
Well, what he's trying to do is he wants to swap in Lil Bean to be immune to the poison.
Yeah. If he hits poison, Lil Bean survives, and I brutal swing him to death.
No,
if he does literally anything else, Lil Bean dies.
Okay.
What that do though is that it would eat the last turn of Dynamax.
Yeah.
If he does poison, then you're going to be immune to it, and he's not going to get special attack boost. If he uses something else, he's still not going to be able to get the special attack boost.
Yeah.
And then you'll be able to kill him next turn.
You will get.
But that means you're sacking Little Bean.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's something you want to do or not.
Because Little Bean will get outsped on that second turn.
If you swap into Little Bean, you're going to be sacking him one way or the other.
Yes.
So that's just has to be something you're okay with.
So do you want to sack Shelob and give him +4 special attack, or do you want to sack Little Bean next turn? You know.
I think you're fine to switch to Little Bean here. You just have to understand that you're going to be sacking him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But his Dynamax that runs out at the end of this turn.
Yes.
Yeah, I like eating the Dynamax. And I feel clever if he hits me with poison again. Oh,
yeah.
Nope. He's going to stop Little Bean from getting away. Oh!
Did it survive?
He toughed it out. My bugs love me.
Okay, but say
for all the good it did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you did it again. You never know.
Oh my boy. Dynamax now. No.
Hit him with that drill run.
What?
Hit him with that drill run. Oh no, it's got 95 accuracy. Never mind.
Well, okay, the Hex kills here anyway, but
then when he doesn't. He survives!
My boy!
What?
Please don't miss. Okay.
Giga Drill Breaker!
I don't know.
And a critical hit.
I feel like maybe friendship may be a little bit of a broken mechanic in this game.
He took a Dynamax. He took a G-Max Force at 12, survived because of friendship. Took a Hex at 1, survived because of friendship. Oh, that's so good.
Oh, my boy. Lil Bean.
Lil Bean.
I can see your skill. Yes, that's what it was the skill.
Okay. I'm going to finish my Gigantamax Dynamax point. Nathan's big thing is they need to have an outsized role in the story. And when you are literally trying to save the world, when the world is at stake, you can't do the thing. So I don't consider it that to lead that,
so like
being a kaiju.
In my head, a kaiju either causes or is in conflict with a problem that is outside the scale of your average human.
Yes. Eternatus is definitely a kaiju. I think.
I think it kind of plays that role.
Yeah, you and I are agreeant on that fact.
It is also huge.
Yes, it is massive.
A big old thing.
It's a big boy.
You can go into Pokemon Home and compare it to like the size of your trainer and all the size of all the other Pokemon. Nothing comes close.
Yeah. So Eternatus is definitely a kaiju there, but I don't think Dynamax equals. I don't think a Dynamax Pokemon is a kaiju. Even if it could fulfill the role of being a kaiju while it is Dynamaxed.
Yes.
I can see that, but I don't think just a Pokemon having the ability to be Dynamaxed, necessarily means that they are a a kaiju. Having a Gigantamax does not equal being a kaiju. Is more what my thing is here.
So that fight went perfect, according to plan. No problems. I'm the best strategist. All skill, no luck.
You gonna go look at a painting, Rusty?
I am.
It's kind of crappy painting, let's be real.
Oh, the little doll is the same thing as those big towers.
Yeah, it's there's clay dolls here.
Yeah.
Clay doll themed.
Yeah. The lamps also resemble Lampin.
They do. Lampin's weird. Lampreys are weird.
What are we talking about, Pym particles?
I mean Lampin, like the thing that evolves into Chandelure.
Oh, you're right.
We're talking about Dynamax.
Oh, yeah. No, Droidcraft, they're Galarian particles, not Pym particles.
Yep. Totally different.
Definitely different. I guess we can't call them relative thingamabob particles.
Oh, there's a fight here.
Yeah, you fight Bidet. Don't worry, you get healed after gym battles.
I also went to the gym. Or the Pokemon Center, yeah.
Eat that cell. Nom nom nom.
Hey, it's stuck the teeth into that goo
but I guess calling them Deus Ex Machina particles doesn't quite have the ring to it.
Yeah, the lore is there for people if they want it, and you can easily ignore it if you don't.
Yeah.
Frostmom needs some time in the sun.
But she's ice type.
Yeah, she'll melt, Rusty.
We'll see if she's melted by the end of this fight.
Bug Buzz. Okay, Bug Buzz looks dope as hell in this game. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't think it's especially different than previous gen.
Well, it just looks real good in this game. Send tweet, no, I will not take a constructive criticism at this time.
Is a hat. Why is it anticipating? What's it anticipating?
It has the ability anticipation. That was a Rocky Horror Picture Show joke.
I was going to say, is Bruxish the Rocky Horrormon?
Is what?
Is Bruxish the Rocky Horror Picture Show Pokemon?
No, why would you say that?
Yes.
Like, if Frankenfurter were a Pokemon trainer, he would use a Bruxish, right?
Yes. He absolutely would.
Those are definitely words y'all just said. Not sure if I like them or not, but
and
that's
he would
okay.
Love it.
Have you ever even seen Rocky Horror?
Nope, not. I have not.
You haven't experienced it?
See, Ian, Crunchy agrees.
Yeah.
Crunchy agrees that the squirrels outside our house are going to try to kill us.
He's probably barking at a dog across the street. Woof. Come here. Come here.
Okay, so we're kind of skipping through all the text on this run because it's not what's important about it. But the line, "Did you stand in front of a Pokemon Simple Beam or something?"
Oh, God.
is a wicked burn.
Yeah.
I think you just called him stupid.
No, that's 100% what happened.
Woof. Crunchy's a barky boy.
Yeah, he do be like that sometimes.
Did Sonya almost die?
Nah, she was fine. Sonya having a brain blast right now.
Think, brain blast! Hey, puppy. How you doing? Did you bark your heart out?
No. You know the answer to that question.
Well, whatever it is, you must have scared it away.
Yeah.
Rusty, you obtained 2 revives. You're actually able to use those.
I am.
Yeah.
So, I've heard a lot of people talking about how great the Switch is for a myriad of reasons, and there's a lot of them that are really great and valid. My favorite part of the Switch is that I am holding my controller in 2 pieces, resting in totally different sides of my lap, wherever I want, and it's just like, it just works.
That is nice.
I haven't heard the talk about the controller being 2 things that can just kind of be the relaxation aspect, I guess, of this thing is so underappreciated.
I think that the Joy-Cons are just a little bit too small for a guy my size for me to like really think they're the greatest controllers in the world, but that is a underappreciated aspect of Joy-Con usage. I got big meaty man hands.
Yeah, and part of that disconnect is that you're a big meaty man and it's a toy for children.
That is true.
At its core.
Yeah, and like I think they're fine. I think they work great. So like it's not a problem for me.
Yeah. I really want Lil Bean to learn a steel move someday.
Well, what? It learns Iron Head at like 45 or something.
Actually, I haven't pulled up. Just happened to be working on something else. Iron Head at level 40.
You close.
That's fairly close.
Yes. I was literally just traded a hidden ability, Escavalier, on Pokemon Home, as a matter of fact.
Ew.
Yeah, it's nice.
Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch!
What does it punch with?
The goop.
So,
yeah,
as a fun fact,
not...
that's actually a cool little aspect there.
It's a translation error.
Not necessarily a translation error, but it's a little bit misleading.
Yeah.
Sucker Punch is not a punching move. It's not boosted by the ability Iron Fist, because in Japanese, it means like surprise attack.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. That's why it's not boosted by like Iron Fist like other punching moves.
Other moves with punch in the name.
Yep.
That makes sense.
I will be right back. I'm going to go walk a little grumpy little dog. Okay. And while I do that, Ian was telling me before the stream that he really wanted to have a moment to elucidate why he thought that Garbodor was the best Pokemon in the Pokedex. So he's going to spend the next minute or two while I'm walking the dog telling you guys why Garbodor is his favorite Pokemon and why he's so excited about it.
So Garbodor is actually a really interesting Pokemon because of something that actually happened to me. There's one time that Nathan put together a Nuzlocke, an Egglock for me, and he actually gave me a Garbodor. It was a Gen 6 run, I believe. He actually on the egg lock he gave me he gave me that, and we were playing through, and it was one of the. Actually, it was doing a surprising amount of work, but our joke about it was, God, just this bag of shit. That's all it was. God, it was just this bag of shit. Well, I ended up losing that Pokemon before he actually evolved into Garbodor. So through that experience of loss, Garbodor actually low key is a Pokemon that I really like. Now you see what Nathan did is that thing that he does sometimes is when he walks away, he drops either Rusty or I into what he thinks might be a compromising position.
See, that's what I thought had happened, and then you just took off with it, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I thought I was going to hear about how awful it was.
No, he definitely wanted to drop this on me in a way that happens on a podcast that he listens to with Soren and Daniel, who used to be on the Cracked video team, and one of them writes for like Jimmy Kimmel now and stuff. So it's actually a really interesting podcast. I'll have Nathan link it when he gets back, because I'm not going to bother to track it down because I don't remember exactly what the name of the podcast is. But it's actually a really fun one, and they do that to each other all the time in that podcast. Like a lot of times, how they'll end it is one will drop the other in like a weird, a weird way. And so Nathan, I'm sure, was expecting me to like just befuddle, stub my toe through this, but I was prepared because I be on it like that. Don't test me. So yeah, Garbodor is actually pretty cool. George Craft, you're right, Garbodor is cool. Not quite Muck cool. Muck is really, really cool, but...
Did you... okay, so my chat window is a little small because the way you got it set up. Did you mistype that as Mulk the first time?
He definitely did. So,
I hate that.
I told him about a bag of shit.
You told him about the bag of shit?
Told him about the bag of shit.
Poor little bag of shit.
Poor little bag of shit.
Mulk is not a good name.
You're right.
It's like if you made a Pokemon based on moldy milk, that'd be its name.
Those were words you just said. They were not good words. I would even...
There's your poison normal Pokemon, Game Freak. Mulk.
Mulk. Ugh. It's just
rotten milk.
Cup of green milk.
It's vaguely related to Miltank.
Milk.
If you leave a Tauros and a Miltank in the daycare for too long,
that's what
you don't get a baby either. You get a Mulk.
You get just this weird egg that already looks like it might have mold on it.
Yeah.
But no.
It's a bold move leading Frostmom in on a Ninetales.
She'll live around.
Yeah. Because
also,
she
loves me, so she's going to survive with 1 HP no matter what, apparently.
Twice in a row, I've never seen that. I didn't know that could happen.
I wonder what the calc on that is. It would be kind of hard to tell because we don't actually know the affection levels that your that little.
I'm gonna guess by now he's at full affection on there. It's very easy to get to full affection.
Yeah, probably, but I wonder what I do kind of wonder what the calc on that is. But no, I told them about a bag of shit that I got in a Nuzlocke I'm a little sad didn't make it on through.
Yeah.
There's this deck of shit on the side of one route somewhere.
No. I've got a better evolution method. You know how Ninjask evolves from Ninkata, and you get the
Shedinja.
You get Shedinja. What if you give a Miltank a Moo Moo Milk and level it up while it knows a poison move and is holding Moo Moo Milk, and you have an empty slot in your party?
And then the Moo Moo
I'm saying after the convoluted way to get Runerigus, you shouldn't give Game Freak any more ideas.
Runerigus?
Yes. Evolving Yamask into Runerigus, you have to have taken 49 damage and then, but not fainted, and walk underneath the archway in the Dusty Bowl in the Wild Area. And then it will evolve.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Nathan?
Yeah.
I knew you had to walk in the archway.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you had to have taken 49 damage.
49 damage.
Without fainting.
Without fainting.
Okay, so there's gotta be something.
To be fair, 49 at least. It's not exactly 49.
Yeah.
Like, but there's gotta be something.
49 damage or more.
Yeah, there's gotta be something that's from, right? Yeah. Like, there's gotta be.
And I was thinking that must have been a reference to something too.
There's,
but I have no idea what.
But
yes, according to Bulbapedia, in Galar, Yamask has a ground ghost type regional form. It evolves into Runerigus. When the player travels under the stone bridge in the Dusty Bowl after Yamask has lost at least 49 HP, it did not faint in the same battle or since.
But like there's got to be something that's based off of. That's too arbitrary, like some weird steps for that to not be based off of something, right?
49 HP is very specific.
Yeah.
And I haven't been able to find anything that explains why. I'm assuming it has to do with something with like the Celtic runes it's based off of or whatever.
Right. There's got to be some story, like, you know, some.
Oh, hold on. Here it is. The fact that Galarian Yamask evolves into Runerigus after taking at least 49 damage could be a very subtle reference to the Bardo Thodol, a Buddhist concept of purgatory after death and before reincarnation. The process of Buddhist purgatory is said to last 49 days. So, Buddhism.
It evolves because Buddhism. Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks, Game Freak. Well, getting 49 damage and not dying is like not fainting.
So, the crux of this story being, I'm very glad I didn't put a Yamask in my main party in my Blind Nuzlocke.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure it would have ever evolved.
I might have told you, like, waited for you to have met the condition and then been like, hey, what if we went to the wild area right now for no reason? Hey, go check out. Oh, can you go under that bridge, Nathan?
Yeah. I would have been mad at you if you'd done that.
I know you would have been mad at me. I might have done it anyway.
But, no, I have occasionally on my Blind Nuzlocke just accidentally stumbled into an evolution method like that. I think I've told the Pancham story on this channel a couple times.
Yeah.
Giga Drill.
Giga Drill Breaker!
I don't know how you would ever figure out Inkay.
Oh, no, I would have absolutely never figured Inkay out.
And that one's frustrating because it's a cool type combo and, like, a good moveset and interesting. especially in the context of a blind run.
Yeah, Dark Psychic's a cool type.
Yeah, everything about that makes it desirable.
Yeah.
And here is a good TM for this team.
I'm going to turn everything.
I'm not sure what on his team can learn it. Frostmom.
Oh, no.
I thought Little Bean got it.
Frostmom is the only one that doesn't want it.
I really thought Little Bean can know.
As he said, I was just kind of eyeballing his team. I'm like, maybe Dr. Murder, but...
Not Shelob?
Inteleon gets it, but nobody except Frostmom on this team.
U-turn is for fast Pokemon bugs.
Cinderace gets U-turn.
Yeah. Most things that are kind of like themed around speediness get it.
Yeah, when Cinderace gets its hidden ability, it's going to be busted. Because it gets high jump kick, it gets U-turn, and it gets, like a ton of great physical moves of a ton of different types. But specifically, being able to change to bug type and get stab off of a U-turn is so ridiculously busted coming from a fire type.
Yeah. They released some. They did a highlight of Cinderace on Smogon, and it's got like Pyro Ball has like 99% usage on it.
It's the best fire move that's ever been made outside of legendary uniques.
Yeah. But the move that I think makes or breaks Cinderace is actually Court Change, at least from a competitive standpoint. Court Change is just a really it's a game-changing move.
Yeah. And it's what is it called? It's not Protean.
It's Libero.
Libero. It's the same thing as Protean.
Yeah.
So you can't get hidden ability starters yet.
Yeah, the starters haven't had their hidden abilities yet.
But Cinderace is Libero, which changes it to the type of the move that it's most recently used.
No, it changes it to the move that it's about to use.
Right.
Just before it uses it.
Yes.
So it always will have stat.
And it can change types offensively and defensively depending on what you need.
Yeah. No, there's a reason Protean Greninja was as good as it was.
And I think with its stats and with Court Change, it's better than Greninja, right?
The only thing Greninja would have over it is Ash Greninja.
And
which it's hard to compare because they're not in the same game.
Yeah,
there's not a way to get, Ash Greninja.
I mean, Sword and Shield just is too different for me to really make a good comparison. I mean, it's a metagame that's completely different. There's no, Skarmory and Blissey, Skarmory and Chansey walling everything out. There's no Landorus. There's no, it is difficult to compare the competitive scene in Gen 8 with any previous generation. It is just too different.
Yeah, the competitive scene here is this is the biggest meta change ever. And just full stop.
Rusty, you're interrupting her conversation.
Little girl talking to nobody there. That's super cool.
Oh, okay, there are a lot of people who talk to nobody in this world, so it's not even a thing worth mentioning for this little girl.
Rusty, take your revenge.
Are you gonna give me an Eviolite if I beat you? I bet
Gotta beat that Dottler.
Oh no, can I beat a Dottler?
If only had like a ground movers.
Pop that dot.
Bonk. I stabbed him with my spear arms.
You slashed it with your spear.
I'm glad I got Eviolite so late in the game. Everything has already evolved.
Yep. I'd have given it to you, Jim, earlier.
Yeah. Also, I am doing mono bugs, which are notorious for evolving extremely late.
Yeah.
And not like at level 10. You can't just sit on trees and yell yoo-hoo at people.
Not without consequences.
Some blowout.
Okay, we're going to train a little bit. I want to get everybody up to 40. Just because that's the level that we get Ironhead.
You want Steel Stab in this next gym? I can't believe that.
What is the next gym?
It's Fairy.
Fairy
Oh,
type.
yeah. Yes, Fairy.
Shuckle might get some use, too. He's got a decent poison move.
What the shuck?
Don't fuckle.
You haven't really used a whole lot of Shuckleberry this run.
I haven't. He's not good.
He's slower than most other Pokemon. The play style is different.
So there is something to be said for something so counter meta like Shuck. It's my mouth.
That was a good Moonlight.
Yep.
Stop.
It's randomly rolling from its move. So
Well, he's also been strength sapping you, so you're at lowered attack.
A good attack.
I just got an Excelgor from mashed potatoes.
I was wondering what effect 4 would
Good
happen.
God. This
Yeah, you may want to swap there, bud.
Just kill it.
Make sure it's real dead.
Frosmom is a great friend.
This little wiener. I'm gonna make sure it's dead.
Yeah.
With my ice laser.
I love that little dance they do after they just pummel this poor little cute thing, and they just do this little bouncy thing, like, oh, I did it.
Sometimes you want to just point your moth laser at the enemy.
Laser Moth.
Laser Moth!
Wait, he didn't evolve, did he?
No, I'm going to the Pokemon Center. He's asleep.
Oh, yes.
And it's just right here.
You can also cook.
Ah, I should have cooked.
Because that gives you EXP, too.
I'm a fool. Chat.
We weren't gonna say anything, but yes.
Yeah.
Is it authentic? It's a 1% chance, you know.
Let's see. Oh, well. We might not be able to see.
It depends.
He's dead, Nathan.
Yep. Can't see.
Sheila is level 40.
I'm going to assume it was authentic just to make Rusty feel bad.
I don't care. I'll break authentic pots.
Calm down there, Link.
You think I haven't before?
So apparently authenticity can't be bred. So you have to catch one.
Really?
Yeah.
So if you breed a Synesty, it will always be...
As I understand it, and again, I haven't data mined or anything, but as far as the research I have seen, I kind of looked into it. Everything I've said is, Synesty cannot be bred being authentic.
Does that mean that authentic Synesties were created by people? And
no, it means they ran out to the forest.
Any of them that weren't created by people are fake.
Then who made them?
Well, it means that when they're they hatch, they inhibit a teacup, and your trainer is too cheap to go buy a real one.
Ah, yes.
Because your trainer is British, so they have teacups, right?
Yeah.
So you can just live in any teacup?
Yeah.
Hello, sir. I did not know you were in this game.
It is. I like Oranguru.
Lady.
Psychic Normal's a neat typing.
I gave you an Oranguru on a...
I have used one in Nuzlocke recently, so I may be a little bit biased there.
So I made Nathan a Neglock team on Sun? Moon?
Yeah, that one was Sun.
Yeah. And so what he did is he gave me a list of all the stuff that he's completed in a Nuzlocke.
Yep.
All of the... and so he had them sorted by how many... many
types.
How many he had used in a specific type. And so I just went to the bottom and
worked your way up.
And worked my way up and got one of those types, and it was really interesting.
Normal is not one of the types. Normal is my most used type.
Yes, but
far and away.
But Psychic type is not. So
I have used I have fewer Nuzlocks where I haven't used a normal type than just about everything else.
But
I like that the horsey glows.
It's a good horse. Also, that's Ponyta, not horsey. Come on.
Little baby horsey. I like how Galarian Ponyta has a unicorn, too. Normal Ponyta does not have it.
I love Galarian Ponyta so much.
It's very My Little Pony.
Who did we use on that team? Who did you have? An Oranguru.
I did have an Oranguru. I had a Goomy. I had a Klinklang, I think. Pretty sure I had a Klinklang.
Yes, you did, because I actually bred the one that you gave me.
Yeah.
And that was the apparent.
I believe... I'll pull it up. Seem to remember a poison type on that team, but I don't know for sure. Almost certainly an ice type. I think you gave me a Alolan Ninetales.
Yes. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds like something I'd do.
So you can trade Alolan Pokemon over to here. Can you breed them, or do they become normal?
I haven't looked at it in a minute. I believe if you breed them holding an Everstone or something like that, they can hatch the form that you bred. If I'm remembering that correctly.
That's good.
I believe it's the same as it was in Alola. And it's if you breed them holding an Everstone or something like that, then they'll be the form you bred.
The form you bred, not the form of the region.
Yeah.
normally it just adopts the form of the region you're in. Like, in here, if you breed 2 regular Meowths, they will become Galarian Meowth when you breed them.
Yeah, correct.
Unless you give one a stone.
I believe that's the case. I would have to look it up again to be certain. But, yes. In that Egglocke, I had McCloud the Alolan Ninetales. I had Goopy Gal the Goodra. I had Machine Head the Klinklang. I had Pennypede the Scolipede. So, yes, there was a poison type.
Mm-hmm.
I had Hot Stuff the Chandelure, and I had Monkey Business the Oranguru.
Right, I gave you kind of
that Nuzlocke is actually logged on the Nuzlocke forums if you want to check that out.
Yeah, I gave you kind of like a weirdly you didn't have a fully evolved team till really late.
I remember it taking a moment
because I gave you a pseudo legendary and I gave you Chandelure.
Yeah, it was a fun team. I really liked it.
And so no, he just literally linked me all of the stuff he's using a Nuzlocke. He keeps a document for it.
Yes.
And I just literally went to the bottom.
I will never release that document publicly, by the way. It is spoiler territory.
Do we want Rock Slide on Shuckleberry?
I think
again, it kind of depends on how you want to play it. If in a game, you can probably get away with giving it a normal attack. I've always would play it with the inclination that I want to do passive damage. But I mean, there's an argument to be made for deleting rollout. But that's kind of up to you. That's more a play style decision than a.
You know what I think?
Yeah.
I'm gonna remove rollout, and I'm gonna show you why.
Yeah.
Well, you can always bring rollout back. So
yeah, that's the other.
Yeah. So there's a significantly less penalty for doing that in this game.
Oh yeah.
Because of how open the move tutor is.
I hope that is a trend that continues. I don't really see a reason for it not to.
You want to know why? Do I have an idea why?
You can look at it and see.
I'm asking you, baby.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So I think I'm gonna finish leveling these these girls, my bugs. And then we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break, and then we'll challenge the gym.
Yeah,
sounds great.
Just get a little bit more experience in here.
Just teeny tiny bit, a little more. Dr. Murder is going to do that thing that she does really well.
She is really, really good at murder. She has her PhD.
You have to have taken postgrad in it. If you have a postgrad degree in it, you're probably good at it.
Yeah.
Just my kind of assumption.
It's a Morgan. So, Morgram, design-wise, from a physical design, looks more like a Digimon to me than a Pokemon.
Yes, it's wrists.
I can see why you'd think that.
I actually really, really love what they did with Morgan.
Yeah.
Like, that entire line.
It's the pants, I think.
So, what does it say about Pokemon that the pants are the problem?
Well, Digimon has always kind of leaned into their creatures are sapient, like on equal level intelligence with humanity, whereas Pokemon have basically been glorified. You know, Digimon can talk. Digimon, make their own decisions, et cetera, et cetera. And they've always kind of tried to sell Digimon that the monsters are equal to the human, whereas Pokemon are pretty obviously subservient to the human.
Yeah.
And so the pants represent agency?
Well, like Digimon designs, like they have armor and they have weapons and they have clothing. Whereas Pokemon tend to avoid that sort of thing.
Yeah.
There are exceptions, your Farfetch'd. But
sometimes they are armor.
Yeah. Well, and like Pokemon have always been a little bit more organic, which makes sense because Digimon are literally digital monsters. They canonically have been designed.
I think that's
whereas
song,
Pokemon are supposed to be a little bit more natural, and that world's version of like Darwinian evolution has guided them into being an animated teacup for whatever reason.
Darwinian evolution. If we bring Darwinian evolution into Pokemon, that implies that the Pokemon that are disguising themselves as food are predators that hunt human prey. Do we want to get into that conversation?
Yes.
Well, I think a lot of the Pokedex entries kind of hint at a Darwinian-style evolution.
Yeah.
Regional variants, in particular, kind of lend itself to that idea.
Mm-hmm.
Some Pokedex entries, even like, especially in newer games, some Pokedex entries are like, this Pokemon is closely related to that Pokemon that isn't an evolutionary relative of. I think, and I've kind of been hemming and hawing on kind of compiling a lot of these thoughts into some sort of thing. But I think in this game they kind of paired Pokemon with an existing Pokemon to kind of give them a little bit more, to make the world feel a little bit more interconnected. For example, do you remember that electric dog Pokemon that you can find on that one route?
Yeah.
Along with that other electric dog Pokemon that you can find on that one route. Yamper and Electrike are essentially the same basic concept, electric dog. And you can find them on the same route, and you can do that. Those two octopus Pokemon are on the same route that you can find in the same place. So I think they did that intentionally to kind of pair Pokemon with an existing Pokemon in order to make the world feel a little bit more interconnected.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's continue this in a minute. We are going to go on break. We'll be back real shortly.
And
one.
And then I said, eat the rich. Oh, hi, Rusty. How are you?
Hello, Ian. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. Hey, Nathan is mysteriously gone for probably a couple of minutes, but it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I am not worried.
Okay, good.
I've chosen to not be worried.
Good. That's what I said to do, so you're doing it. Good job.
All right. We gotta go kill a old woman who's gonna crop dust us, or a bidet.
Right. We're bringing that bit back up, huh? Okay.
All through our initial playthrough, every time what's her face walked away, we'd be like, "Oh damn it, she crop dusted us again." That was just a part of her personality.
I think it fits. I mean, that's very, like, mischievous fair.
Don't give me a love ball, sir. I'm
Again,
10.
as we established at the beginning of the stream, I don't think it is a sir. I don't know if Ball Guy is actually a man at all.
Okay, do you remember her starter?
Nope. Hold on, give me a second and I'll remember. I'll definitely be remembering and not looking it up.
Well, we've got time to prep, so I'm just gonna go in.
Well, because you got to get through the you got to get through the things, the little ones anyway. Show, please. Galarian wheezing.
Okay, Steelworks.
Oh man, I remember the first time when that happened and Nathan saw it for the first time. Very, very good.
You know what? I lied. I'm worried about what Nathan is doing.
No, don't worry about it.
One thing I like about this design is it's a stage, and it's got like duct tape marks from where different set pieces go, like a stage would.
Yeah, no, it's very good.
It's very cool.
So, Rusty,
yeah.
Why are you concerned about where Nathan is?
Mostly because you told me not to be concerned. If you had been like, "Hey, Nathan stepped out for a second," I would have been fine. The fact that you said Nathan stepped out, and you don't need to worry about that at all.
I mean, I just had to go tinkle.
Yeah, I told you not to worry about it.
I mean you really shouldn't have been worried. I just had to go use the restroom real quick.
I don't know why he was worried about it, Nate.
I mean, I did also ask you guys if you were ready, and Ian said you were, and then you weren't there.
When I went to the restroom, I knew it was toward the end of the break, so I told them, it's fine if you guys start with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we were fine.
So, the mystery is solved. Do you feel better about that bit, Ian?
Yeah. It worked out. Worked out fine.
What bit?
Don't worry about it. That was the bit.
Good job, everybody.
We did it.
We comedied, whether we liked it or not.
I'm funny.
So
guys.
I like how the gym trainers have unique designs for every gym.
Yeah.
I like the personality.
It's a good.
It's nice. They do a good job. From a character design standpoint, I think this game really knocked it out of the park. I'm really happy with it.
Yeah, they did a really good job with the characters. No matter what people think, I think people, especially initially, thought that Hop was bad, but those people are wrong.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of positive reception to Hop too.
Well, I've seen a lot of negative reception to Hop.
Yeah,
especially in the beginning.
I feel like he's a polarizing character.
Yeah.
I don't have strong feelings about him one way or the other, but I seem to be a kind of an outlier in that situation. Hop seems to be either you love him or you hate him.
Well, I think they did like a cool thing with Hop, like they gave him an interesting story.
Yeah,
it is different than the other rivals have been. They gave him they gave him a really interesting character arc.
They gave him depression, Ian.
Listen. And listen, that really...
It adds that little pizzazz.
Listen, that really speaks to me. Okay?
It makes it really
wait. You understand the little brother with feelings of inadequacy, feeling lost in the world? That character speaks to you there, bub? Okay. Just check in. Ian's not going to be talking here for a little moment.
I don't remember. Is it curry or omelets?
Omelets.
I remember. You should have read her trainer card, Rusty.
It's omelets because it's the only time that they don't talk about curry in this godforsaken game.
It's omelets because she's old Opal, and all of those letters start with O.
Okay. Did he oof? Yeah, he oofed.
Yeah, he oofed. Which also starts with O.
Like Opal.
Now I'm oofing.
And old and omelet. Today's episode of Cobrastryke Lightningbolt is brought to you by the letter O. We have fun.
We have fun here. We get called out by our older brother on systematic inequality and inferiority complexes. It's great.
Yeah, it's good. I'm kind of touching upon the subject I was talking about before the break. I like that a type of Pokemon existing doesn't necessarily discourage Game Freak from designing another Pokemon that resembles it. The existence of Caracosta, just because we already have a Water Rock Turtle Pokemon, doesn't mean we didn't get another in Dreadnought. I think that does a lot to make the world feel a little bit more realistic and interconnected, because we have more than one type of turtle in our world, and some of them may superficially look very similar, but they are different.
How long has Gardevoir had access to Mystical Fire?
This gen, I believe.
This gen gave a lot of things access to Mystical Fire.
They did the game.
They made it a TM.
They did the Game Freak.
TR.
They did the Game Freak thing where they give a Pokemon a signature move for a generation or two, and then they give it wide distribution. You know, the first one I really think of is like Blaze Kick with Blaziken.
Yeah.
That's the one that I think of a lot.
It was for X and Y. Mystical Fire was the signature move of Delphox.
Yeah, of Delphox.
And then they gave it to Mismagius, which makes sense.
Yeah.
But then they made it a TM, and a lot of like the mystical type, like psychic and fairy Pokemon, some ghosts, are getting it.
Yeah, I definitely don't hate it, and I will always love Gardevoir getting even more coverage.
Yeah, I like that it's a soft nerf to Steel types. I think Steel types were a little bit oppressive in the last gen, and Psychic types are kind of generally walled out by Steel types up until this point, so I think it kind of gives them some counterplay.
Nathan, the most used Pokemon by far last gen was Incineroar.
No, and you're talking like EGC.
Yeah. So, Ian,
yeah.
Do you have an answer for who the starter is?
Yeah, I told you.
Galarian Weezing.
Yeah.
Galarian what?
Weezing. Oh. Or,
you're talking Opal. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah. What was I saying? Steel types. Especially if you looked at OU last gen. Steel types had more Pokemon in OU by a pretty wide margin. They were like 10 Steel types in OU. So it was pretty impressive that Steel was. It would be difficult to argue that Steel wasn't the best type last gen.
Well, I think Steel is the best type. Like, I still think that.
Yeah.
Like,
but I think it's a soft nerf to Steel types that I really appreciate, because I think Psychic was a little bit underpowered last gen.
I both like and dislike that the type combination Psychic and Fairy is so common now.
They've certainly embraced it.
It's interesting. There's not a single Pokemon that I can point to that's like, this one was a mistake to add whatever the second type was.
Yeah.
Like, they all make sense. They all work.
Yeah.
But taken in aggregate, I think some of them shouldn't have been.
Yeah. I think part of it is just the sort of mystical quality of both those types kind of lend themselves into boosting each other leg up a little bit.
For sure.
But yes, we do have, if I'm counting correctly, 4 Psychic Fairy lines in this game, and that is perhaps too many.
Steel is weak to ground, right?
Yes.
Steel is weak to ground, so ground moves would hit you neutral.
Yeah, but I'm also going to hit this Mawile pretty hard with my drill run.
In fact, you will.
Even though you're at currently -1 attack.
Yes.
It's the wizard,
I know which
right?
one it is.
It's so bad, Rusty.
It is so bad, Rusty.
What is so bad?
It's so bad.
Have you not seen The Wizard?
No.
The Power Glove, Rusty. It's so bad.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Why did I use Iron Head?
Because stab.
We had a whole conversation about it. I might have been able to, it would have been
You probably wouldn't have O-code it, or if you did, it probably was a range, because you don't have stab.
I mean, look at all the damage it did to you pressing Iron Head that one time.
If I had critted...
You're kind of little beaning all over her.
Little bean.
She needs to take some Beano or something.
Is Togekiss her last one?
No.
Togekiss is
She has 4 Pokemon. Togekiss is her second last one. Her ace is the G-Max up.
The G-Max what?
Alchemy. The cake.
Okay.
I would go Captain Sparky here.
I'm gonna do... Oh, yeah, Captain Sparky needs to Thunder. You're right. Captain Thunder needs to bring the spark. Sorry.
Sparky Thunder needs to bring the captain.
Sparky Thunder needs to bring the captain. It's now going to be the both the album and band name.
Well, no, it's just like, oh, he brought the captain.
Captain Thunderspark. Do we need to change Captain Sparky's nickname?
I don't know if you have enough characters.
Captain Thunderspark is great.
Sparky's a nickname. That's like the name he puts down on like his mortgage and all of his official papers.
So it's.
Droidcraft is asking, what is your opinion on the crit damage change in Gen 6? Because I just learned about it.
I'm okay with it.
The Cliff's Notes is that crits are slightly more common now, and it's very easy to stack up crit boosts.
But it's...
With the trade-off being that crits only deal 1.5 times damage instead of times 2 damage in older generations. Generally, I like it. Crits, in normal circumstances, are the way that you kind of counter somebody just setting up defensively.
Ha! Speaking of setting up defensively,
yes.
I just got a defense and special defense boost.
Good job.
Hold on. I don't know if you want a Dynamax's turn, but...
Rusty's got it.
Okay.
I'm gonna let him. He can handle this.
It's not like he's gonna... They're not gonna kill...
It would be very difficult for them to kill Shuckleberry.
This Shuckle is invincible currently.
It's not impossible. It's just difficult.
The Alchemy might not have the
I
damage.
also forget what Alchemy's max move does.
It's all fairy.
I am going to be hard-pressed to care what it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Majestic.
That's a big shot.
Look at the big noodle.
Oh my god.
Ha!
It's a big noodle.
Ow!
Oh, it heals itself slightly. Rusty is doing a very smart thing in setting up a sandstorm here, which will increase his special defense even more and do passive damage. Droidcraft says big, meaty shuck. With like all this. To answer his question about the crit rate, though, I like it. First of all, yes, it is a good counter to stacking defensive boosts and games taking 200 turns or whatever. I like that it's easier to set up crit boosts. I think that makes things like the Sniper Kingdra set a lot more viable, which is fun.
Oh, that's not a lot of damage, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, this might take a minute.
Yeah, no, you don't deal damage as Shuckle directly.
I think if I do another rock fall, it will do a little more damage. Do I also reset the sandstorm?
Well, you may want to use Max Ooze again to boost your special attack more. And that'll help you spam Sludge Wave later. But it won't refresh the sandstorm.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to heal itself some here. Who cares?
Yeah.
Nothing. It's gonna heal itself all the way here.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was doing that.
All Rusty's doing right now is waiting out the
The G-Max?
yeah, the Dynamaxing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now you can stack on approximately all of the passive damage and kill it.
Yeah, so I'm just going to Sludge Wave it till it poisons, and then I've got Grip Claw.
Yeah. You might start off with your...
Yeah, I would start off with Wrap just to have that damage.
Yeah, your binding moves.
Yeah.
Just so that damage can accrue while you're trying to poison it.
Okay.
And this doesn't matter at all.
Well, it's going to confuse you, which is annoying. You might hurt yourself, Rusty, and do an entire point of damage.
I love Big Shuck.
It is Big Shuck.
I'm so glad we big shucked.
I like Big Shucks, and I cannot lie.
Other brothers can't deny.
Go for a smooch.
It's gonna get 2 HP back.
Yep.
Ow.
It did 2 damage. Ah, man. Your attack has been boosted.
The passive damage of Rat might be doing more than the Sludge Waves did.
That's fine. Again, you have to play patiently. It's an entirely different play style. One that I like, but it's not for everybody. It's certainly not like... It's diminishing returns in a main. But I think it's fun. Smooch.
Mwah. Wait.
Oh, my boy.
Yeah, you've been boosting that special attack.
Yeah, and this should kill here.
You did it.
You murdered
Look at that good
adorable
shuck.
little thing.
Eat my shuck.
Did you see Shuckle roar?
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
The power.
Oh my god. That thing. That fucking thing.
Big, meaty shuck.
Wait a minute. I have the sound effect of Shuckle roaring like that. Hold on, I'll pull it up here.
Oh.
Hold on.
I know what this is.
If I can find it. I can't find it. Oh well. It would have been funny if I posted it, so, you know.
It would have been.
It's time to shuck. No, too much.
I liked it.
You guys still there?
Yeah, we're still here.
Yes. Oh, I found it. Okay. This is the sound. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, hold on. This isn't quite the sound I was going for, but it's close.
No.
No. Oh, well. We got close.
Good.
Sing us a song, you're the Shuckle Man. Sing us a song tonight.
So,
I love that guy. Look at him.
He's just laughing.
Oh, that poor child.
The child's like,
oh my god.
please.
Poor old man stuck in an idle loop like that.
Please.
Be like a Ganon laugh. Be like a Ganon laugh, like a something like that. Yeah, something like that.
That boy.
I'm gonna say that's fuchsia though, and not like pink.
She dropped her umbrella. You should steal it, Rusty, while it's unattended.
Do you take umbrellas?
Unattended Umbrella is the name of my indie band.
Oh yes. I need that.
No, it's just... Yeah, no. Yeah. We'll have to put a pin in that maybe someday. When technology has improved. Oh, are you going to go talk to the ghost girl?
I am.
Spoilers! Nate? Jesus.
Bruce Willis was dead the whole time. Rusty, you gonna go deliver that letter?
Nah.
No? Okay. Not gonna let her...
I don't think that anything bad could happen by screwing over a ghost.
Well, I mean, she can wait a little bit longer, can't she?
That's probably true.
Does this game have more explosions than Platinum?
Well, the Platinum explosion happened off screen. So, like, does it count?
Did any of these happen on screen?
What's that?
Did any of these explosions happen on screen in this game?
When you beat a Dynamax Pokemon, it explodes.
Oh, you're absolutely right. If you count those, then yes.
This game has an infinite amount.
Okay. I just got a 6 IV hidden ability Quilladin over Wonder Tree.
What?
Apparently somebody thought that was worth a Lycanroc, so I'm not going to win.
Yeah. Quilladin was like the first usable grass starter.
Venusaur has words to say about that. Venusaur was getting usage last gen.
I guess Venusaur. I don't count Venusaur for some reason. I don't know why.
Bulbasaur propaganda would have words with you.
I actually really like the Bulbasaur propaganda page. I think it's very cute.
Fun. Single-minded, but very fun. Let's see if I can get a Frogadier.
Does anything want a Fang move? Does Dr. Murder want Fire Fang?
Probably not. It's probably stronger than Flame Wheel.
I think they're around the same base power. I'm not a huge fan of the Fang moves because they're imperfect accuracy.
do I want to give it Thunder Fang or Ice Fang for coverage?
This might be worth it, but
I have enough money to buy all 3.
Yep.
There's no reason not to.
You should buy Mega Punch for all the Pokemon on your team that have hands.
Man, if Mega Kick did damage for each foot...
That would be incredible.
Dr. Murder would be well named.
Lil Bean would maybe not get much use out of it. Nor would Frost Mom.
Okay, is Frost
Mom does not have any legs.
She's folding her arms in front of her. Like, is that what she?
Yeah, I think so.
It could also be a scarf, but I think she's got little hands in there.
The number of feet, I've got way more than 2 feet average per Mon.
It's up there.
Some of them really throw off the average, though.
That's even with having 2 Pokemon that don't have feet.
Yeah. And even without Dr. Murder, my average is probably still more than 2. Hold on. Okay, let's not count Dr. Murder. We got 1 foot.
That's not a foot.
1 foot is generous.
That's not a foot.
7 feet. 11 feet. 15 feet. Yeah, that's still more than an average of 2.
Do Shuckle's little tendrils count as feet?
Yes.
He uses them
Look up
to
those feet.
get around.
They are at least pseudopods, which is false foot, which has foot in it. So
Yeah.
yes.
And Lil Bean, you counted his stomach foot, right?
Yes, I did.
Good.
His butt foot.
His whatever that is.
It's a fin.
Well, presumably it's just a Carablast in there, so Carablast we know has feet.
Yes, we know this. So we're going up to Sir Chester, then around to Spike Muth. Okay.
It is 8:21. For those of you that are interested in that.
We're probably not going to make it all the way to Sir Chester in 10 minutes, huh?
You should get as far as you can.
Yeah. Feel free to get to Sir Chester, even if it's not on stream.
Oh, my bugs cannot smooch.
That's sad.
Dr. Murder gets Thunderfang.
Which might be interesting coverage. But I think Power Whip is the best coverage.
It is the best water answer.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How's your fish, by the way? Did it like getting Power Whipped?
It's fine. This is a good fish.
It was a good fish.
Buddy did good. I'm really happy.
Did really well.
Yeah, I think I'm going to... Well, do the bites get an increased chance to crit?
I don't believe so.
Oh,
Increased
it's
chance
flinch.
to what?
Yeah. I think I'm going to teach it Firefang over Flame Wheel. I'm losing 5% accuracy. It's only 5, but I get the same chance to burn and a chance to flinch.
Yeah.
That one time when it's gonna miss, you're gonna be like, oh god damn it. But that's okay. Oh right, I forgot that you fight him here.
Fight your friend.
This is when he's in the middle of changing and rearranging.
Yep.
Oh, that was a mistake.
I like how woobly Dr. Murder comes out of her Pokeball.
Yeah.
She's like, woo!
I really, really enjoyed Center Scorch.
Yeah.
I hope you get to use one team.
Although
Very
Leech
fun.
Life is probably just better here.
Leech Life is neutral.
Does Ghost reduce Bug? Or resist bug?
Yes. Yes.
I did not know this.
Yes.
I forgot that happened.
I would have bid it.
Well, you did.
You could use the stab move with Fire Fang.
Yeah, Fire Fang is what I would have used.
Oh, I thought you said bit it like bite, not bite like Fire Fang.
Yeah, I realized after you said that's I meant the Fire Fang.
Snorlax.
No, I'm not gonna.
That would might take on
That eat the rest of your time. That's for sure.
I don't have.
Remember, Snorlax is incredibly, specially bulky, like incredibly, like eats Focus Blast for dinner.
Okay.
Hit that bear. Bonk that bear. Bonk the chonk.
Please. Okay, there we go. I like the animation for Swords Dance quite a bit.
Yeah. He's getting thick.
Getting thick.
Becoming a chonk.
Look at that butt already.
I don't like that.
I would use Iron Head because of flinch chain.
Yep.
And he does outspeed, so.
Is a wide boy.
He didn't use wide block.
He's rotund.
Oh, you slut.
Sluts.
Rusty, he is going through it right now. He wants a win.
Can't you just let him win this one time, Rusty? Can you just not destroy his dreams this one time?
Nah.
Yeah, it's not like beating him is required to progress through the game or anything.
Yeah.
Sluts.
It's too bad. These games really put me through the guilt trips.
Rusty, how will you ever defeat a fire type? You're the bug guy.
Gal. Cricket is a gal.
But Rusty's the bug guy.
Okay. Is he the bug man with bug plan?
Yeah, and his bug plan is to use the busted water type.
This water bubble is real good.
You got a crit there too.
Water bubble waterfall is an absolutely murderous combo.
Oh boy.
Whoops.
Now you're gonna lose. Bonk.
You know what I'm saying? That won't feel great.
Oh, he has dialogue for hitting you with the super effective move.
Oh, he critted.
Oh, he
so
has
much
dialogue.
Yep.
I've never seen those dialogues before.
It's okay. I killed it anyway because water bubble waterfall is super broken. I would have been above half if he hadn't critted.
Probably. Drink his monkey fluids, Rusty.
I'm going to drink the monkey, don't worry.
The monkey fluids, Rusty. Get the monkey fluids.
His green to power.
He might kill me here.
They'll make it slower, that's for sure.
Don't worry. He'll drink a monkey.
Drink that monkey. Drink that monkey.
Monkey has been drunk.
Get his monkey fluid.
You should survive Depending
He's
on
in
crit. Oh, no. You're going to die.
Unless.
Do you know?
Yes, he's below a third.
No, she's my friend.
Oh.
No, that's just a range.
It was a range.
I'm pretty sure it's not an overgrowth.
Yeah, if it was in red, it was an over.
Okay. I thought it was still above red. No, I thought it was still in yellow. Man, overgrowth shit. It's not. That's just...
It's like a 1.5 times.
Well, like, that should have killed unless he got, like, a max roll on that first one and he got, like, a sub roll on that second one. Because he was only about 5 or 6 HP higher off of that first leech life. So I'm very surprised that he lived.
Yeah.
Just, like...
I'm not. I believe in Bug.
It's a good bug. Good spider. He healed your Shelob.
Yarp. And I think that's a pretty good spot to stop.
Yeah, I think you're right, Rusty.
We will see you guys next week. Same great
Tomorrow
place,
as well.
same great channel. We've got Sunday. We will be continuing probably our last episode of Lego Star Wars.
Yeah.
We're doing free play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we will see you guys then. Come join us next week for this at the same bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah.
Same bug time, same bug channel.
Nathan, don't bug them.
No, end the stream.
Goodbye.
Bye.